What if Naruto was OP but neglected? Part 8? Let's go. Of course! Though, how about we make this a one-on-one fight? Naruto responded cockingly to the Raikage's question. What? You want to fight me, the 4th Raikage, in a one-on-one battle? You do realize that I have a clear advantage in experience, height, and speed. This fight would be suicide for you. You'd not only lose the fight, but you'd lose your undefeated record, your honor. Are you sure you want to do this? We'll see about that. So let's fight. Or are you scared? Don't mock me. And just know that you wanted this fight, Naruto. Is that clear? In one quick motion, the 4th Raikage, pulled out a kunai and tried to hold it to Naruto's neck to show his superiority without actually hurting him. But before he was able to, Naruto stood behind him. I think you dropped this, Naruto says, whilst tapping on the Raikage's shoulder, showing him the Raikage's headband in Naruto's hand. He was able to snatch it whilst he wasn't looking and paying attention. What the? How are you that fast? I'm the fastest in all villages except for that damn Minato. So how the hell are you faster? Tell me! Who knows? But now, do you really want to fight? And this time, don't do anything stupid and take me on seriously. Now their fight would truly begin, and the arena, which was currently still filled with jonin and Yujito, emptied quickly. They were afraid of what's going to happen next. 2 monsters, 2 god of shinobi, fighting. Naruto and the Raikage were facing off, and then the fight was declared to start. Naruto turned on his Rinnegan for the first time in a fight ever, as he had a plan to use its push and pull abilities to fight against the Raikage, and negate his incredible speed, even though Naruto could probably try to outmatch him, even if they just fought with pure speed. However, in the strength and power aspect, the Raikage was likely superior, as he had more experience using his style. So, immediately when the Raikage started rushing to Naruto, everything seemed to happen in slow motion due to Naruto's incredible visual prowess gained from the Rinnegan, and just the sheer training that Naruto's eyes developed over the years of using 3 different dojutsu and mastering them all. Naruto pushed the Raikage back when he got up to about halfway between the initial distance between Naruto and the Raikage, who had moved to opposite sides of the small arena. After having pushed the Raikage back, Naruto pulled him again back to the initial position that he was just at, and repeated the process. Pushing and pulling, and pushing and pulling. This process was gruesome for his opponent, but a little worse for Naruto, as he basically just had to imagine it happening, and it happened, without using much chakra. The Raikage couldn't move, as he was floating above the ground, still under Naruto's grasp, but now Naruto pushes and pull. Well, they were happening so fast that the Raikage seemed to be just staying in place, though he definitely felt that there was more to it. After 10 seconds of this, the Raikage started to struggle. It was starting to hurt his chest and back, where he felt like he was being squished together by an invisible, huge hand, belonging to a monster. Naruto then let him go, but not before smashing the Raikage to the ground, leaving a large dent in the concrete. Now, Naruto turned on his Byakugan in one eye, while still having the Rinnegan activated in the other. This allowed him to move to the Raikage, who was still on the floor, and hit him in the perfect spot in the spine that temporarily stopped chakra from flowing throughout his whole body, allowing his whole jutsu arsenal to be completely useless, and that made him lose the ability to use his lightning coating or any lightning style ability, at least for now. Whilst that didn't completely decide the battle, that was a big win for Naruto. Naruto then pulled out a kunai and held it to the Raikage's face. Now the one mocking his opponent was Naruto mocking the Raikage. The audience watched in awe. This kid just defeated the Raikage? A 10-year-old defeating the 4th Raikage. How could this be? The Raikage retaliated though, and even though he had no chakra left, he moved back with incredible speed, gaining his posture once more, and then using his fists as kind of a drill, starting to twist and turn them, and slowly but surely walking towards Naruto, speeding up more and more. Naruto would have to dodge this attack, as the Raikage put so much force into this blow that whoever wouldn't dodge, well, they'd be gone for good. This power would be enough to destroy the entire Raikage village section, which was a few buildings. A truly powerful blow, which was created without any chakra, just with pure strength. The wind that was felt from the turning of his hands was also rather powerful, but didn't do much damage. Naruto then once again hit the Raikage from the back, this time not hitting any specific chakra point, just punching him. And again, and again, and again. A combo attack, a barrage, with about 50 punches, each one powerful enough to destroy a concrete wall easily. Now the Raikage would fall to the ground once more, this time completely out of commission. It would take him only a few hours to recover, and at this point he would regain his chakra, though the fight was already decided. Naruto of the Leaf won against the 4th Raikage, whilst having an age difference of about 30 years. Naruto was only 10 years old, and yet he won against the 4th Raikage, probably the 2nd strongest Kage currently in place. At this point, Naruto and Yujito are officially made jonin by the Raikage himself. Naruto now being the youngest jonin of the hidden cloud to have ever existed, and actually the youngest jonin to have ever lived in any shinobi village in the entire history of shinobi. Yujito being not far from that either, being only 14 and already being a jonin. You gotta think about it. Itachi was 12 when he became a jonin, and Shisui was only 11 years old, though Naruto was even younger, being pretty much exactly 10 years old and 1 week, which is far younger than any other jonin. And he's also the youngest to have ever defeated a Kage, especially in a one-on-one match like that one, where Naruto seemed to have very little struggle, if any at all. Naruto barely had to use his hands in that fight, although they were needed towards the end of it. The audience and the whole village respected Naruto even more from this day further on. Same goes with the jonin, who were easily defeated by Naruto and his girlfriend, and then, well, the Raikage, who now respected Naruto as an equal, even though there was such a huge age difference. Naruto at this point was sent on much more missions, sometimes on his own, sometimes with only his girlfriend Yujito, but even just those two were sent on A-rank missions. Usually A-rank missions are carried out by 4 jonin, which truly goes to show how much faith was put into Naruto and Yujito, and they did succeed, very much so. Naruto could be counted almost like a full team. Yujito, of course, the same thing, though not quite as much as Naruto. Killer Bee continued to train his students, and they did become stronger and actually did participate in the next Chunin exams. Naruto and Yujito slowly made their way to becoming legends. Naruto dubbed the Hidden Flash, as he was fast as a flash, and from the hidden cloud, and he was ever hardly seen because he was so fast, which is why his name is the Hidden Flash, and his partner Yuji Toni was dubbed Tempest because she was also very fast, but not quite like the Flash, where you could sometimes see only his yellow hair pop out of the shadows. Together, as a duo, as a team, as a couple, they were quick and fatal. No one who encountered them in a fight would ever live to tell the tale. At this point, Minato, the fourth Hokage, called for a 5 Kage summit, and specifically requested that Naruto of the Hidden Cloud would come, accompanying the 4th Raikage, A. And by the way, if you didn't know, yes, that is literally his name, just A, just the first letter of the alphabet, A. And that is also the 3rd Raikage's name, which I believe was his father, just also the same name, just A. Pretty funny. Anyways, so the Kage summit came to happen, and the ones brought along from the Hidden Cloud were actually the 3 Jinchuriki, the attack team, the speedy couple, Yujito and Naruto, as well as Killer B, who was also not to be messed with his total control over his tailed beast and his chakra, as well as his swordsmanship, which was also not to be underestimated. Now everybody arrives at the Kage summit, where Minato seems to be in a very bad mood. He brought along his wife, his student Kakashi, the 3rd Hokage, and Jiraiya the Gallant. Minato immediately started by saying, "Why the hell did I get a paper report saying that Naruto, my former son, is now a jonin? Already bad enough that he became a chunin and quote-unquote won the chunin exams, and now you're saying that he's worthy of becoming a jonin? Are you kidding me? A, if this is a joke, this is not funny. You don't know what you're messing with here. He's a monster, worse than the Nine-Tails or any other tailed beast. He is the evil that the Child of Prophecy shall destroy. He is that evil that creates war and death." The other Kage looked a little bit surprised. They knew that Minato did, well, put his own son, basically leaving him to die. But they didn't know that he had such a strong hatred towards his own son. It was always obvious that he didn't like him, but this is sickening. But no one spoke up about it. Naruto seemed to have a bored face, although he was taking this rather seriously. He just didn't want to react to his father's words, or former father, however you want to say. Meanwhile, he was holding his girlfriend's hand, who was thinking of a way to soothe him, as this likely brought up and death. The other Kage looked a little bit surprised. They knew that Minato did, well, put his own son, basically leaving him to die. But they didn't know that he had such a strong hatred towards his own son. It was always obvious that he didn't like him, but this is sickening. But no one spoke up about it. Naruto seemed to have a bored face, although he was taking this rather seriously. He just didn't want to react to his father's words, or former father, however you want to say. Meanwhile, he was holding his girlfriend's hand, who was thinking of a way to soothe him, as this likely brought up emotions and feelings that likely weren't so pleasant. "So," Minato concluded, "I vote for Naruto to lose his title of Jonin, and actually even lose his title of Chunin or Genin. He technically didn't ever pass the Genin exam. He put himself under a fake name, and we're still looking for the one that allowed it. There was likely someone that he manipulated on the inside, and he probably forced them to help him, the monster that he is, manipulating people as a child. I don't think we should be fighting, or even just voting, against a child. Don't you think, Minato? Onoki responded. Even though Onoki didn't like Minato at all, for Minato killed many people of the Stone Village during the Third Shinobi War that he had a major role in, and mainly fought against people of the Stone and Hidden Cloud, which is why their relations with the Leaf Village was not good at all. So, after looking at the Raikage's face, as well as Naruto, who was standing next to him, Onoki decided to vote against taking Naruto's title away, since even if he was unbiased, Naruto did earn that title himself, and is very powerful. By the way, no one actually knows that Naruto was able to beat the Raikage, since they kinda kept that low. It would put a bad name on the Raikage. And Naruto didn't mind. He didn't really care about his reputation that much, and especially not if it harmed one of his friends. So yeah, the Raikage was actually a friend to Naruto, just like Killer Bee was, or any of the other villagers. But this is where I'm going to leave off the episode, in the midst of the vote for Naruto's future. I hope you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!